Bad Pop Song is recorded specifically on the native territory of the Mia Mia, who were one of the Great Lakes tribes. Much of present-day southwest Ohio sits on the native land of the Fort Ancient people, who were builders of the Great Serpent Mound located in what is now Adams County.
The city, now known as Cincinnati, was built on the land of the Shawnee, the Mia Mia, the Kaskaskia, the Hopewell, and the Adena. Please visit nativeland.ca to find out whose land you reside on. That's native-land.ca.
I'm going to move myself right here. Hi, kids. Welcome to another episode of Bad Pop Song. Woo! I'm Bo.
Hi, Bo.
And I'm... You're frozen. Oh, no, you're not. I thought you were. I thought you were frozen again. Anyway.
No, I'm just not moving a lot.
I'm Bo. I'm about to take you on a magic carpet ride into my carnival candy-like universe of musical cringe, all things media, as Dan would say, film discussion, film critique, all the above. Also with us is Dan.
Hello. Hey, go over to badpopsong.com. Check out more about Bo. See other episodes of this very podcast you're watching right now, as well as music videos, writings, reviews of films, and other fun stuff. Go check it out, badpopsong.com.
Excellent. All right. So, we've been talking TIFF.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
let's talk more.
Yeah, let's talk more. So we've already talked sentimental value. We've got Secret Agent, was just an accident, dinner with friends, Private Life, Christopher's, Obsession, or Dust Bunny. When do you want to talk next?
Well, let's talk about a thriller. What's one of the thrillers that you watched that was enjoyable? I mean, they're all enjoyable, what you listed, but...
You know what? Let's go ahead and talk about Vie Privée.
Vie Privée.
Yeah. Which, The Private Life, which stars Jodie Foster.
Aha!
One of the films that I was lucky enough to score a public ticket for.
Excellent.
And it was the premiere, at least the Canadian premiere anyway. And Jodie, I was really geeking out, not just because Jodie Foster came on stage and was available for a Q&A.
That's cool.
But the head of TIFF, Cameron Bailey, I just adore him. He was one of their programmers, film programmers, but now he's like the head of TIFF. So you know, so
guy in charge.
I met him one time at a mixer.
Yeah,
two TIFFs ago, and oh my gosh, my knees were just trembling. I mean, Cameron Bailey is so pristine. I mean, he has these beautiful pressed suits. He's always so well put together, and you know, and always like really nice solid colors with this guy. You know, that either they're dark suits or they're pastel suits, but you know he doesn't do like a lot of patterns or anything like that.
Right.
And again, everything is so pressed, and he just looks so neat, and he's a very nice looking guy. And again, I remember meeting him, and my knees were just shaking. Guillermo del Toro was just standing right next to him, and I was more excited about meeting Cameron Bailey than I was Guillermo del Toro. So not that Guillermo del Toro is not cool or anything.
Yeah,
his movie Frankenstein played at TIFF, which I knew I would see that. So I've because that is coming out pretty soon,
Mm-hmm.
and I know it's going to be good, and it's got everybody I want in it. It's got like two amazingly beautiful actors, both performance wise and appearance wise. You got Oscar Isaac, you got Jacob Elordi, so but I knew I was going to see that, so I tried to just make it a point to see films where I was like, okay, I'm not quite sure when I'm going to see that, so I'm going to see this now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think A Private Life is one of those films, and Rebecca Zlotowski had a film here. Some, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 TIFFs back,
Mm-hmm.
called Other People's Children. Other People's Children. Les Enfants des Autres.
Mm.
And this is just about a single woman who started she fell in love with a man who has baggage and has kids and things like that, and how that just starts to affect her, and as a person who, I mean, obviously I saw this movie 2022 is the TIFF that I saw.
Okay.
So I mean, obviously, I was already like married and everything, but I remember in the past dating people with children and everything, and the kind of baggage that
Yep.
that entails, and of course in Les Enfants d'Autres, it's she gets, not only, she gets invested in the child's life too.
Okay.
So, and so it's so when things get messy, she already has like formed these attachments and everything, and it was a very, very well made film. So when I found out that Rebecca Zlotowski had this film at this year's TIFF, I made it a point to try and see it.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to see her on stage, and I got to see Jodie Foster, and I got to see Cameron Bailey, all three of them on stage. It was a very wonderful evening.
And there's Bo with stars in his eyes going, ah.
Oh yeah, got some good pics too.
Falling out of your chair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll show you the pics later.
So, what is this film about?
So, A Private Life, Vie Privée, is about a psychiatrist named Lillian. She is a psychiatrist whose patient commits suicide. Yeah. And she kind of does her own little sleuthing because she's not convinced that it was a suicide.
She goes on Nancy Drew.
Yeah, so everybody's a suspect to her in this movie. But in the process of her doing that, she's also working out some of her own personal issues, because she has an ex, she has a son that she doesn't have the greatest relationship with, and yeah, and everybody speaks French. It's great. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. Jodie Foster herself said in the Q&A she learned French, like it was part of her schooling in her formative years.
But she just probably needed a little bit of coaching occasionally.
Oh yeah, she did make a joke. It's like, yeah, she was like, yeah, to like Rebecca Zlotowski wanted me to be in this film, but then like I had to speak, like I had to, the entire movie I had to speak French through the whole film. So she goes, it was definitely an experience.
That's crazy.
It's like, I'm just not doing it every now and then. I'm speaking fluent French through the entire film. So yeah. But no, she does a beautiful job, and I think the beauty of it is that Jodie Foster is so good on screen. It's like she's so different in all of her roles. But every once in a while, something that's very characteristic of some of her prior roles comes out, and it's really fun to see it. And this film is no exception, because she'll be like in the middle of like, she's speaking French fluently, like she's on the phone and she's trying to get like this contact information, and she's, and then she'll like drop a pen or something, and then she'll be like, and she goes, oh fuck, no, and it's just, it's so funny because it's like, one of the things I love about Jodie Foster is sort of like her, when she plays kind of like working class characters, who aren't very refined or proper or anything. And then it's like she does that, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that's Jodie Foster. It's great. She's sitting there, oh fuck, damn it. And it's like, she does it in the film. It's really, it's nice. It's just like a nice touch, which I think is something that's so brilliant about her performance in this film. Yeah.
Very accessible.
Yeah. And, again, and the film is really fun because it's kind of, it is a little noir. It's very 70s, like foreign film kind of 70s. It's kind of like surreal. Like she gets hypnotized in the film. She sees a hypnotist.
Oh,
yes, because she has like this condition that she's trying to get rid of, and one of her patients said, well, the hypnotist got me to quit smoking, and I've been seeing you for 15 years and you haven't been able to do it. So she has like this condition where her eyes are like watering or something, and so she sees the hypnotist, and then while she's hypnotized, she's in this dream state, and it's very surreal. And she's like playing in this orchestra, and then like her patient that killed herself is like sitting next to her playing another instrument, and they're looking at each other like very lovingly. And then like the patient's husband is like the conductor, and he himself is very ominous, and there's like soldiers in it, and then her son's in it, and her son is he's like some kind of a sleuthy detective or something, and it's very kind of 70s foreign film noir, like the dream she's having, and you repeatedly go back to the dream throughout the film, because there's parts of it that she doesn't initially remember. She doesn't remember in the initial hypnotism, but then once she goes back and revisits it, you get to see more of what she saw in the vision that she didn't.
And does the vision pertain to the mystery of the film as well?
It does pertain to the mystery of the film, because you feel like, oh, there's clues in this.
Yeah.
So,
ooh, that's a neat device. I like that.
It is. It's a very neat film. I really
Does it actually take place in the 70s, or
no?
It's just the style of it.
Current,
like it.
Oh, you mean the dream?
Everything.
Oh no. It's present day Paris.
Okay.
It's present day Paris.
Okay.
Yes. It is.
It's just that it's taking its style.
And what I love about the film, it's not weighted down with like all the usual Paris sites, you don't, it's not like
Paris is not a character in this.
Yes, film. Paris, you're so good, dude. This is why you're the co-host, because yes, Paris is not a character in this film. Although you know it's Paris, you feel it's Paris, but no, you're right, it's not a character.
It's kind of like when a film is set in New York. It's like it may not necessarily be about New York either. It just happens to be set there.
Exactly. So everyone in the film is very good.
Are they all French actors, or are they Jodie Foster style?
Jodie Foster is the only non-French person in the film.
Interesting.
Yes. The very famous French actor Daniel Auteuil is in it. He plays her ex. And though her relationship with him, I mean, they're on good terms.
Yeah,
obviously. And
was it amicable divorce?
Yeah, and I think they still like fool around, but there's still sort of that issue there, because there was a reason why they divorced, and
you learned that through the course of the film.
Yes, you sort of so that's part of her kind of wrestling her demons, right? And then of course there's Vincent Lacoste, who plays her son Julian, and they have a very like strained relationship. and there's a scene where she's like had too much to drink, and she's there with her ex-husband and their son, and then the son's wife and their baby, her grandchild, and she has a little too much to drink, and she sort of goes off on this whole sort of like hippy dippy kind of new agey reason why she wasn't a great mother.
Oh jeez.
And it has something, and it has all to do with this vision that she had in the hypnotism session. And she's like, it's because you were this in a past life, so that's why it was always strained between us, and of course she's offending the wife, and then the husband's like, you need to the ex-husband's just like, oh,
it go,
you just need to stop talking.
cut it while you're ahead.
But no, Jodie Foster does such a good job at just sort of unpeeling the layers of this woman. And because she is inhibited in some ways, it's and I feel like she has to keep this reserved facade because she's a therapist, and another key thing about the film is that there's she records all her sessions.
Okay.
They're all on like they're not like cassette tapes, they're like those they're like these discs or something, or I can't even remember. You know what I'm talking about. You know how people record on discs, and they're not even.
Couldn't tell you. Honestly.
Yeah, they're like these. Yeah, they're like these little square discs. That's how she records her sessions, and then so of course you hear her listening back to some of her sessions with her patients and things like that. So that's also a very big part of the film. And
gotcha.
I'm
not sure what else to ask. Well, we're going to possibly cover a couple movies in this, so let's get right to it.
Yeah. Are you going to ask me about stars and where I'd place all this?
Yeah. Unless there's anything else you think you need to cover.
No, I think so. I mean, I will mention it's so far it's still doing the festival circuit, but it's gotten a lot of praise. When it premiered at Cannes Film Festival this year, it received a 10-minute standing ovation.
Holy moly!
Yeah, I mean, when that happens at Cannes, that's a big deal. So,
yeah. Well, it's French.
But
we produced a wonderful film. Yay! Well, at any rate,
that the French obviously loved.
Of course,
yes.
So how many stars would you actually give this film?
That's a 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Still a pretty good film.
Yeah.
Not quite the perfect film, but it is pretty darn close.
Pretty darn close.
Excellent. So you're having a 24-hour film festival, in theory.
This is definitely prime time.
This is going to go on prime time as well.
Yeah, this is
all right.
Yeah, this is probably 7:30, 8 o'clock show.
Okay.
So,
despite the fact that it is in a foreign language.
Yes. Especially because it's in French.
Aha.
Yeah. I mean, it's Jodie Foster speaking French. That's
true.
Clearly prime time right there.
That's a good show right there. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll move on.
Yeah, let's talk about another film.
Okay, so what we have covered Sentimental Value, A Private Life. So Secret Agent is left. It was Just an Accident, Dinner with Friends, The Christophers, Dust Bunny, and Obsession.
Let's talk about Just an Accident, because that sounds like an interesting title.
I'm so glad you said that. Yes, Just an Accident. Yes, it's directed, Iranian film directed by Jafar Panahi. It's pretty much explores the political repression in Iran. So it has some morality stuff in it as well. Panahi, of course, is has been very critical of the Iranian government, and he's been in prison several times for the films that he makes, which is why he did not get their permission this time.
I'm just gonna make this film because it needs to be said.
Yes, but yeah, this film is a big deal. This won the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival this year.
Okay,
so
it's a big deal.
It is a huge deal. Definitely. I am very curious to see how this all look and in award season. If this will fit in at all.
Well,
so
if anything, foreign film. But hopefully it will break through, I guess. So tell me about the film. What's it all about?
So the film starts out with this guy in the middle of the night. He's driving in the car with his wife, and his daughter's in the backseat, his little girl, and she's got her iPad, and she's just in
her own little
world, but she's very loud, and she's having a lot of fun, just singing and dancing to the song, that's and of course she's sort of distracting her dad who's driving because she's just a little kid. Yeah. He inadvertently runs over a dog.
Oh,
and kills the dog.
Aw.
And the girl is very distraught by this. And he clearly feels bad. You know? And that's where we hear the title of the film. It was just an accident. That's what the mother says.
Okay.
And she says something really weird, like it was God's will or something like that. So, and then he hits the dog. You don't see the dog, but you see his reaction. And he's looking around the car, and he generally feels bad. You can see it on his face, and he kind of drags the dog out of the road, and then of course he keeps going. And then they have like a blowout or something, and they end up at this garage, and Vahid is someone who works at the garage, and the guy driving the car is talking to one of the mechanics or something, and says, "Oh, we can help you with that," or whatever. And then Vahid is like on a higher level of the garage, and he hears the sound of this false leg. So you realize that the guy driving the car has a false leg.
Okay.
And Vahid completely is like in shock, and he's terrified.
He's triggered.
Yeah, he very much so. And he is almost certain that this is the intelligence officer that tortured him when he was in prison. Yes, for protesting the Iranian government.
Aha.
So the next day, Vahid follows the guy, knocks him out, blindfolds him, and
without verifying anything or whatever, just finds him, and
he's very convinced that it's him.
All right.
Yeah, throws him in the car, and locks him in the van, and he goes to this very remote area, starts digging a ditch.
Oh, jeez.
And he's you imagine that this guy's gonna get buried alive.
Yeah.
But then the guy convinces Vahid that I may not be the guy you think I am. And he's like, I got this prosthetic leg after the events that you were talking about. So even Vahid is starting to slightly doubt himself,
right?
Although most of them is still convinced. But he stops. He refrains from burying him alive, but still keeps him locked in the van, and he's in this wooden box, and he's got a lock on it and everything. So he starts visiting all the people that he knows that they were either his friends or they were also imprisoned with him for also protesting the Iranian government. And Salar is one of them, and who runs a bookshop. Salar says, "Look, I understand, but you can't do this. This isn't you. You know, we realize that this may be the guy that did this to us, but you can't do this." So he refers him to Shiva, who is a photographer, and she's in the middle of a photo shoot with the bride Goli and the groom Ali. Now Shiva the photographer, and Goli were also imprisoned for their protests.
Right.
Also tortured allegedly by this guy. So, and then there's one more person named Hamid, and Hamid is just like he's very loose cannon, hot headed kind of guy, very working class. And when he finds out he's convinced that that's the guy. I mean, of course, he just goes off. He's jumps in a rage, and he's ready to just kill this guy or whatever.
Of course.
But apparently, yeah, this guy, very brutally abused all of them. So pretty much they're all in the van and they're contemplating what they should do, whether they should kill him, whether to believe. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the plot for It Was Just an Accident.